Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a very exciting video because I'm doing my first update for the 8th round of the Roulette pan collab. And before I jump into any of the information, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. But yeah, I'm really excited to show you where I am currently. So as you all probably know by now, the two creators of this project is Alexandra as well as Rebecca Morgan. And as always, I will have them both linked down below. They are amazing creators here, and I'm sure you have all checked them out before because I mentioned them in each one of these updates. And you also might know that Alexi is the creator of Pando's eyeshadows, so I have mentioned her a few times there as well. But if you haven't checked them out, please go do that now. Pause this video and go check them out. They are lovely people and you definitely need to follow them if you aren't already. So like I said, this is the first update for this round, and I'm just gonna go through the rules really quickly. Basically entails of you selecting 6 different categories from a spreadsheet that Alexi and Rebecca had kind of put together. There are currently 2 different types. I'm on the larger one, which is 100 categories, and you do randomize prompt, and from there you choose a product. So you have 6 products to work on at any given time, and I'm just going to jump into the first one. How I usually do it is I just go in numerical order in the spreadsheet and start with the number that is the lowest. So the first category that I have is someone else's pick, and I have this palette right here, and this is the Dose of Colors Francation palette that they had in collaboration with Desi and Katie. And in here I'm working on an eyeshadow, obviously, and I want to hit pan on that shade. And I mentioned in the first update that the shade was called Churro, but I got the back switched around because I kind of did what I usually do with my Collab shadows and just go kind of in that order, but apparently it is mirrored. So the shade that I'm actually working on is called Just a Kiss, and like I said, I wanted pan on this, so this is where I was when I first introduced this shade. And overall I've used this 5 times since introducing it, so not too much, and that is where I am now. So I do have a little dip, as you can see, but I don't have pan yet. I think with this one it might take probably, I'm hoping to have pan on this by next month. I do not know how deep these pans are since I haven't hit pan on any of the shades and don't have any other Dose of Colors eyeshadow palettes in my collection. So I don't know, like I said, how long it will take, but this is a beautiful eyeshadow. It's a very kind of sparkly golden color with a few kind of pink shifts in it. It's absolutely stunning, and my boyfriend picked this. He went for the packaging first, and I think he picked this because it's super sparkly and just special, and then in here he chose that shade. So yeah, I'm really excited to work on this. I counted up all the eyeshadows I'm actually panning currently, and I have my Panda's eyeshadows, my Panda palette. I also have one shadow in my Partners in Cream product pan. So in total I'm panning I think 17 eyeshadows currently, so I might have overwhelmed myself a bit with eyeshadows, especially since I'm also doing my 1 week one palette now, so that takes up 1 week of usage each month. So yeah, that's why the usage isn't amazing on this palette, and the rest of the eyeshadows are kind of similar as well. So I'm really hoping to improve that for next month, and I'm hoping to use them a bit more. Another reason as well is that I actually traveled back to Sweden to my parents. I actually left 2 days before the introduction went up, so I pre-filmed it just before I left, and I didn't bring this palette nor this palette, so the usage is also kind of affected by that. But like I said, I'm really hoping to have pan on this by next update, but unfortunately it's staying in for now. So the next category is number 30, which was a product that you can use in many ways. For example, lip and cheek, bronzer and shadow, and for that I chose this product right here, which is the YSL Baby Doll Kiss and Blush in the shade 01. So this is basically a cheek and lip stain, and I have been using this quite a lot, and my goal with this is to use it 100 times before rolling it out. So I have quite a high usage goal on this one because you can use it both on your lips and your cheeks, but this month I have actually only used this 23 times, which means that I am a bit below what my goal would have to be if I want to reach those 100 times. I have again been quite overwhelmed with the lip products that I'm panning, so I was hoping to reach this a bit more as a lip product, but I just kind of was overwhelmed, so I mainly used it as a cheek product and then as a lip kind of stain a few times. I am actually wearing this on my lips today in combination with the other lipstick that is in this project. So I have this kind of all over my lips and then blotted down, and then I put that nude lipstick on top, which you will see later. So yeah, I have 23 uses on this. I'm hoping to get to at least 50 or more uses by next update. Another reason is, as always, we are inside most of the time, and when we do go outside we are wearing masks, so I don't really reach for lip products that much. I usually put on maybe a lip product when I first put on my makeup in the morning, but that is just one application per day, whereas if I was kind of in my regular routine or in an office or something like that, I would reapply at least probably 2 or 3 times throughout the day. So that has definitely affected my usage on this as well, but fingers crossed I will get some more use out of this next month, and at least be able to get halfway. So the next category is actually regarding that lipstick I was talking about, and that is for a product that you own 2 of, a backup or a dupe. And I do own 2 of these lipsticks. I accidentally picked up 2 of them. I don't really know how that happened, but I did. So this one is the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in the shade Complex, and my goal with this is to use it up completely. And I'm also, like I said, I'm wearing this on my lips today, so I have layered this with the YSL stain as well today, so that's the combination I have on my lips today. On its own, it's just a very kind of nude color. It matches the packaging pretty well, so you can see what it's like there. And yeah, I do have quite a bit left of this product, if I can roll it up. So you can see there, that is what I have left of this product. So it is a little bit left, but it's definitely kind of going down, and I will show you as well where I am on my piece of paper. And I'm hoping you can see there, that is the progress line. So that's where I started, and this is where I am today. Again, I'm definitely getting some headway on this product, and I think I probably used up just under a third. So that is really good, maybe 2/5 or so. So I should definitely be able to use this up before the finale of this project, because this project is going for 4 months. But I'm really hoping to maybe get it out. I don't think I can get out by next update, but for the update number 3, I definitely hope that I will be able to get this out. And if I do keep using it the way I have, I do think that is quite a reachable goal as well. The next product is another eyeshadow, and this one comes from my Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And the prompt that gave this product is something that you received as a gift. And I did receive this palette from my boyfriend, basically for no certain reason. He just wanted to spoil me one day, and he got me this palette, which I'm so thankful for. But in here I'm working on another eyeshadow, which is called Barb. This is my absolute favorite shade in this palette, and I will insert again the picture where I was when I first introduced this. And I'm hoping you can see there, that is where I am today. So there is a little bit of a dip again, not too deep. I was hoping to again have more use on this, but I have been very overwhelmed with eyeshadows that I am panning. I did again use this 5 times over the last month, so this is another product that I'm really going to focus in on next month and hopefully hit pan on it, because yeah, it just would be nice to be able to roll out some products, because spoiler alert, I haven't rolled out the last one either. So no new products this update, which is not the most ideal thing. I do really want to focus in on this, and I do love the shade so much. It can be used more as a topper shade, or you can build it up on your lid. So I think hopefully that I will be able to kind of incorporate this into more looks, especially now when I have it, because like I said, I only had this palette and the other palette I just talked about for about half the month. And I do love this shade, so I'm not sad at all that I have to continue working on it. I just wish that I would be able to roll something in for this update. The next product comes from the prompt, a product from a cruelty-free brand, and for that I chose a mini lip gloss from Collab, and this one is in the shade Finders Keepers. When I introduced this, I had never opened it. It was completely new, so it was all the way up to here. But now I'm really excited to show you my progress, because I am currently at that point right there. I'm hoping maybe you even will be able to see the separation in the product. Because it's quite clear to me, because I had this standing up overnight. I would say that I am probably again about 2/5 through the way, and I know that I could probably have finished this over the last month, but again I was very overwhelmed with all the lip products that I'm panning. But this is another product that I really want to focus in on for next update, and I should be able to get this out, because lip gloss is something that's easy to wear and easy to apply throughout the day, especially just to keep my lips moisturized. So with this one, I used it 20 times over the last month, and I'm really hoping to up that for next update, so that this will be rolled out as well. So the very last product comes from the prompt, it's something yellow, and I had to choose something from my Jello monochromatic palette that I have, which is the Aha Honey palette from Colourpop. And I actually have that in this kind of C palette, where I have all the kind of Colourpop shades and single shades that I'm panning currently. But the shade that I chose is the shade Sunburst, and I'm gonna have again a picture up where I was at last update. With this shade, I have used it 6 times over the last month, and as you can see now, this is where I am today. So again, my goal is to hit pan on this, and I don't have too much of a dip in this shade. The Colourpop shades, I feel like sometimes they're really easy to pan on, sometimes they're a bit harder, and this is definitely a bit of a harder pressed formula, and I definitely think I will be able to hit pan on this before the finale, no problems at all. But it hasn't been my focus shade over the last month, and although this is actually something that I did bring to my parents when I went there, again, I was panning so many eyeshadows that I just didn't reach for this one, and I didn't wear makeup every single day when I was there either. So yeah, the progress isn't amazing in this, but I'm gonna focus in on this one as well. I don't think I'll be able to pan on this for next update though, so I will focus in on the other 2 shades a bit more than this one, but I'm hoping to have this out by update number 3 again. So those were all of the items that I currently have in this project. My goal for next update is to get out 3 products, which will be this lip gloss right here. I'm really hoping to finish that, and I'm also hoping to hit pan on these 2 eyeshadows. So I'm hoping to have these 3 categories out by next update so that I can roll in some new products. The other 3 items I do not think I'll be able to use up. These 2 are both more long haul products, because this one I want to use up completely, and this one I want to get 100 uses out of, and especially now when we can't really use, or at least, I mean, we can, but when we don't kind of show our lips that much when we go out and with masks and quarantine, and you know the drill, we don't use lip products as much, at least I'm not, so these 2 are a bit harder to kind of hit my goal on. And then that yellow shade, I think it will be a bit more overreach to hit pan on for next update, especially since I'm panning so many eyeshadows. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And as I mentioned before, please make sure to check out Alexia and Rebecca's channels, as well as the playlist of this project, which will be linked down below. But otherwise, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!